Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. It's your boy EK in the building. What's up, NOO? What's going on?
Hey man, you know me, man. Every day's a new day. Every day's a holiday. I got my I got my do it.
You
I'm ready
do
to
it
go, man.
fluid.
I'm
The
ready to
do it
do it, man.
fluid.
I'm ready to do it, man.
What's going on, Herb, man? Welcome to the other show, brother. Welcome to the other show.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much, not much. Not much. Chaz, what's going on with you, man? Good to see you back in the
Hey,
house.
hey, what it do?
What it
OG
do? What it
Chad.
do? Let's just jump right into it, man. What we start with first, NOO?
Well, man, I got some things prepped up. I don't even want to start off with a topic first, right? First, I want to start off with a little bit of humor, if that's okay. I gotta get a little bit of humor out here. Check me out.
Way too many conspiracy theories, man, for everything. There's so many conspiracy theories, man. I actually created one myself. You guys want to hear it? All right, cool.
All right.
I think there's a secret society of people who control black happiness. Yeah, I know the black people.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
you mean the government, nigga? We know that already. No, for real, I think there's a secret society of people who control black happiness, man. I did the research.
Yeah,
It
you
starts in the
sound like
60s. 1967, a movie came out called In the Heat of the Night. You ever heard of it? Yeah, starring
Hell
Sidney
yeah, that's
Poitier.
my shit.
Powerful black actor. And in the movie, he's playing a detective, solving a case in the rural South. And towards the end of the movie, a white person slaps him in the face. And without hesitation, he slapped him right back. Now, this is a powerful scene in American cinema because it's one of the first times a black character shows strength towards a white character. And it blew up across the nation. Black people were walking outside of that theater with slap a cracker energy. It was
Yes, they were.
I slap a cracker right now.
He is off the chain. He's off the chain.
That was 1967. 1968, MLK got assassinated. I think those two things are connected. It happens all throughout history, man. 1964, the Civil Rights Act gets passed. 1965, Malcolm X gets assassinated. 1995, O.J. Simpson gets let off. 1996, Tupac dies. 2008, Barack Obama gets elected. 2009, Michael Jackson dies.
Damn, you gulping that shit, ain't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to say, I'm glad Kamala lost. They were going to take LeBron James. I said,
Yeah, sir. I thought that was mad funny, dog. I thought that shit was funny, so I wanted to share that with y'all, man.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yo, let's start it off. We got the first topic, man. We're gonna go right to it, man. This one's called "Is Oil Worth Dying For?" Let's start it with that. Is oil worth dying for? And what I mean by that is, everything that's going on in the world right now with the wars and all that. We all know that, and for America to be as free as America is, motherfuckers gotta die. We do understand that, right?
You gotta die sometime.
Right, but I mean, people get sad about us bombing, other countries hitting innocent babies and mothers and children and all that. But if y'all want,
Do
if
we
y'all want
really
y'all-
care? Do we really care though? Do we really care? Because man, it's been going on since I was in school, man. And kids getting killed overseas, and
So you don't
nobody
give a
gives a
fuck.
fuck.
No, we're talking about. So you don't give a fuck that people are dying, little kids and women, or innocent women and children are dying on
No,
other.
I didn't
You don't
say
give a
that.
fuck.
I didn't say that.
I care.
I didn't say I didn't care. I'm just saying it's been going on since I can remember being in school.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we
Yep.
hear you, excuse me.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I care, and I think I differ. I think with technology today that we have, there's a way to, do something else. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this was the 18th, 17th, 1600s, 1500s, 7th century BC, something like that, when it was, in the beginning, maybe I can see that because that was like technology and advancing your civilization and stuff like that. I get that point, right? For sure. but not in 2026 when there's so much, Elon Musk got newer links and shit, all this other kind of stuff that, these electric cars and woo wham, I don't think it's worth killing. So the thing about it is what America, so if people will be frank about why we going, is because our money and our dollars dwindling daily. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have the reserve we have is getting depleted now because the price of oil is going up by the day. It's up 4% right now. So it's only going to increase, right? So every time you look at history in America, we always ploy some stupid ass reason to go into these Middle Eastern countries to take their oil, their natural resource. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. It's a ploy. That's what we do all the time. It's the same game. And I just don't feel like innocent people, because people always be like, oh, America, what if somebody decides to really do us like that? Will we not give a fuck? Will we
would give a fuck.
Yeah,
we would give a fuck.
We definitely would. Especially
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So to imagine somebody just sitting at home on a podcast talking in their language, and then boom, they motherfucking whole roof come off this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All because some people, 8 to 10, 15 to 100 motherfuckers, in a set organization is fucking with your livelihood and your life because they want to be greedy. And no, I don't agree that oil is worth dying for. Hell fucking no, it's not. Because with technology, it's 2026. We got self-driving cars. We got electric cars. We got all kind of stuff that we can do to take ourselves off of oil, but we want to be greedy. And that's it. Period.
I'm not mad at that. We do want to be greedy, but again, that's kind of what America is a full of greed. And for us to live the way we live, so well, I think we have to steal people's oil. We have to go in there and we got to take shit. That's kind of how America rock, right?
I mean, that's how we bullies.
Like Eric said, it's been going on forever. So,
I mean, just because it's been going on forever don't mean it's fair or it's right. You
think definitely not fair. Definitely not fair.
You think it's better that we don't and we suffer for the oil.
But we're not suffering. That's the thing.
No, we're not. We're not, because we're taking shit.
But I'm saying, listen, why don't we just use our own reserve and work on creating something else? That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with that? We being greedy and we being lazy as fuck. You know what I mean? We can do all this AI shit. Get a fucking car. Get something. Do something else.
Because it's something behind it. It's something.
It is the money. The money. EK. The money.
I mean, so let me ask you over there, Herb, what you think? Is oil worth dying for? Do you love your privileges here in America?
Well, I would probably say, for just to answer the general question, yeah, oil is worth dying for. If we're getting into what the war means, I mean, that's not just about oil. That's definitely more of an economic strongman game. There's the whole Iran thing is being played in several different categories. One is with the oil, but the oil is not the main thing the United States want. But honestly, if we don't, it's just gonna be tough. The whole Iran stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with that because United States trying to from what I've heard from different people talking about it, is the United States is really trying to stop Iran from helping out Russia, China, but that doesn't really help us either for being there. But like I said, when they're talking about strongman, you can say, if we're going into conspiracies, the funny thing about that clip in the beginning, if you want to call it a conspiracy, or you can just say a regular theory, or you can say it's evidence to prove it. A lot of people say different things, but Israel definitely forced our hand to go into Iran. And you could probably even say that might even have something to do with the Epstein files being lost. And now no one's talking about it. Now we're in Iran. So there's a lot of things you can touch on when you're talking about the whole Iran thing. But if we don't finish this war quickly, it probably might bite us in the long run, especially while Iran is bombing all of our allies within that area and by military bases, and we're not protecting them, and we're just covering Israel. As well as if Iran can hold out long enough, the European countries might suffer, and they're going to end up having to go to Russia for oil over there, and that's going to break a lot of trust with United States itself just protected one country who tried to take over the Middle East since what 1999.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Long,
trusts America as it is, though.
longer than that, fam.
I
Yeah,
think people. I
longer than
think.
that, but yeah.
I think people don't really fuck with America. They just have to fuck with America. That's my opinion on it.
No,
Cal
that's
10.
true.
Oh, my bad.
That's
That's
true.
so true.
I
Cal 10,
agree.
what up, brother?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, man, you already know, man. We appreciate you coming on. I got a tricky question. My question is oil worth dying for?
No.
Explain yourself.
Nah, it's just I mean, what they doing right now is just they duping us into believing that's what we need to it's our resource. We got other resources, but they forced us in a situation to where we have to rely on oil. We could have been on electric and we like the stuff that we use, the resources that we use, like the oils now that we could have stopped using decades ago. Shit, like we could have been on electric vehicles. We could have been like stepping it up, being what I'm saying, like the technology is out there, but they're making money off of it. And this whole Iran thing is in this Venezuela, Iran, these other countries with oil. This is just it's a cash grab and a power grab. It's to keep people in control. I mean, I don't think it's worth dying for. They doing too much for it because what if all the oil wells just dry up? What we gonna do then? We're gonna have to focus on other sources for technology.
They got a plan. The
And
only,
then,
only people that's probably gonna be in the uproar is us as a people. But trust me, they already got shit in plan if this don't work.
the thing about it is though, y'all remember the black man who had the aqua car, who had the water engine and all that other shit? Where he go? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, they been, man, Tesla, the real Nicholas Tesla. You know, he had all the wife. He had all this shit like in the 1800s and shit. Like early mid 18 late 1800s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Man,
nothing's new
hey,
under the sun. So you know what
I
I'm
had
saying? It's just I'm with Cal. I said
no
Cal. I said it's not
man,
worth
like
it.
I had a discussion, man. We had this a similar discussion earlier with this OG that was a Mason. Like man, like this stuff been here for a very long time, and like they figured out that oil was a way to have control on people. Like what Ski was saying, like every decade somebody changes their car to run off of water. You can like take a jug of water, some regular water, it ain't even gotta be clean water, and pour it into the tank. And the filtration, it'll filter itself out through the engine and it'll push out, like you don't need gasoline, you didn't need oil and all that other shit. Like you can run cars off of water. We see that we got electric powered cars, but like people find different ways to discourage that stuff. Every time somebody come out with the those cars that you can run off of water, like they get harassed, and then like about a year later they disappear. All their files like is retrieved. You can hear a lot of these scientists, wives, and like they talking about how like the CIA and the FBI rush their houses and take all that information that they gathered, all the tests they ran, all the documentation that they gathered into making these things happen. Uh, y'all ever pay attention like the four elements? Did you know it was like five elements? Like the fifth element was ether. Why the fuck do we not? Why we today we don't learn about ether? Like why the fuck did they take that off as an element?
Um,
I
No,
can't even hear
I've,
you.
uh,
I've never heard that before. No, that's news to me. Y'all
well,
turning me on this shit. I never heard about the water cars. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, it's a thing, sir.
yeah, and
And you
I
said since
agree
the
with that.
1800s.
Huh?
You said they've had water cars since the 1800s. Is that
No,
what you
I'm
said?
saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying no. I said Nicholas Tesla had this electric thing, the Wi-Fi, all that, cell phone, all that in the mid to late 1800s. And when he passed away in a hotel in New York, he had 148 cases. Okay, when they came and you retrieved him and his things, his wife said that he only had 48.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
and so like
He got his personal
y'all
stuff.
y'all look y'all look at the battle between AC and DC power currents. Like Thomas Edison came out with the DC current, and the DC current was only traveling. The DC is kind of like what we got in cars and stuff, but the AC was an alternating current that travels a lot further. You know what I'm saying? And like it was like you had resistors that kept it going. This is what Nikola Tesla was doing. All the Wi-Fi and all the stuff that we using today came from Nikola Tesla back then. Like the wireless energy. This dude was like the Warden Cliff Tower. The Warden Cliff Tower was something that he put up. Once he powered the Warden Cliff Tower, he was able to take energy from the earth, and he was put like and how it worked was certain things you can put your they was back then, like back in the 50s, they would put a pot on the stove and you put your hand in the pot and you wouldn't burn yourself, but you would crack an egg and that motherfucker would cook. Like they was doing this shit like a long time ago. They removed that shit because it wasn't making them money. Like
Yeah.
like Chase, like JP, well, no, it's not Chase,
Yeah,
but
no, you're right. No, yeah, you're right. J.P. Morgan Chase. Yep.
JP Morgan,
JP
JP
Morgan.
Morgan Chase was back then before the Chase, because it was just JP Morgan.
Yeah, it was
JP
just J.P. Morgan.
was funding a lot of what Tesla was doing until he figured out what Tesla was doing wasn't going to put money in their pockets.
Because he was giving it away. He was
Yeah,
teaching
you're actually trying to help people, and that's not what we're trying to do here. We're not actually trying to help people. We're trying to make money.
No, yeah, it's a greed thing, because we could have been our technology could have been way far more advanced than what it is right now. They got shit out here that's way more advanced than what it is right now.
They going to different galaxies right now, baby. They got shit way ahead of our time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Eyes, man.
Well,
People don't
What'd you
realize.
say, Ski?
They got shit going to different galaxies, bro. They've been quantum leaping for a long time. They've been doing quantum physics for a long time. Man, listen here. Hey, listen. Like I said, science is a bad thing. I do believe that. It ain't no cap. Just look. I mean, I just say everybody research. That's why they got all these black holes. That's why they got CERN. That's why they got all this shit that manipulate the atmospheres and all that kind of shit. I mean, why y'all got that? What's the point of that? Why spending all these billions on CERN and shit? Nigga, what? For what?
Yeah, man. Like once. I mean, I was an engineer for like 7 years, bro. And once I got to learning about like motors, engines, resistors, and all kinds of stuff, the things that make things work, and how to read like different maps and all that other stuff, this will open up your mind to like start seeing like different things and how it even works. Like it'll blow your mind of the shit that they holding back from us. Like we could be running shit. We could be running our homes without having to pay the electric company. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at the things that they playing with us right now. And then the thing, like we can take like resources, like this is a thing that was brought up that we was talking about earlier. It's like, why is it illegal for you to collect rainwater? Like why is it you can't put a fucking gallon barrel outside and collect rainwater? Why is that?
We talked about that. Yeah, like you said, it makes no sense to why they don't own it. So how the fuck?
I thought that's crazy. That shit is coming from the sky, even though we know they playing with the weather up there too. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they don't want us to know that's what they doing.
They don't care about that. Everything's about the money play. Like he said, like they got two options: either anything that's alternative energy, they're trying to make money off of, and if they can't, they're not going to do it. If they can't sustain it, they're not going to do it.
We're gonna pivot unless anybody else got anything else to say on that topic.
All right,
we're gonna pivot over to the next joint right here. And with this
one, he was still talking. Evan, can you hear him?
I couldn't hear nobody. My bad.
No, I was almost. The last thing I was gonna say is the main thing that like the main energy anybody can use is the one energy the Earth produced naturally, and that's magnetic energy. But they don't want to touch that because once you start touching that, you can't stop no one from using it because it's going to be free because it's all the way around. That's what they use the radios for, satellites, like all that runs off that same magnetic energy. Your cell phones, Wi-Fi. So it's really no difference.
So yeah, if anybody else got something to add, Ski, you got something to go with it? Kyle?
No, I don't have anything else from there. I could probably go on for days, man. So, but I probably save it for another time.
All good, all good. Well, let's do this right here. Check me out right here. What up, Q?
What's up,
Hey,
Q?
hey, everybody.
You just in time for a video. We about to watch this video. Tune in with us.
Okay.
Check it out right here.
Do you feel black, just people in general, everybody needs therapy?
No,
So
nobody need therapy.
so therapy doesn't help.
No, hell no.
So why do they push that mental health on us so much in the past couple of years? Just
Mental health is propaganda that's being used. See, homie, when they push mental health, it strips you of all your rights. All throughout history, great men, great leaders, great women was put in institutions in the name of mental health. That's why they say you crazy. That's why they want to get rid of you. So this is why they're pushing that. Under mental health, you can be committed by your neighbors. 3 or 4 of your neighbors can get together, make a call to somebody downtown that they know, and say, hey man, it can have you committed. Your wife, her mama, her sister, and her brother, because you're married into this family, nigga, can go call the family and have you committed. They try to do that to Kanye. Homie. So the reason they're pushing mental health is mental health strips you of your gun rights. It strips you of everything. Mental health in counseling and therapy is for people to make money. That's it, nigga.
I won't argue.
It's for people to make money. So they can make a diagnosis and prescribe you medicine. They don't prescribe you coping skills. Hey, breathing techniques. You pay them a bill, then they give you another bill with a pill that causes more problems for you to talk about and have to be counseled. Everything you need is within you. It's not outside. You need a relationship. You need a connection with somebody in your family that you admire, and you talk to them. We talk to our grandmothers, we talk to our fathers, we talk to our uncles, we talk to our friends, but they're going to go get therapy. They go talk to another that got problems too. They're trying to figure their problem out by you telling them every day they can't figure your problem out when you having counseling because they got in their mind too, and it's just a job now.
Not for real.
Well, there you have it. That's my nigga Charleston White talking about mental health. Ski, take it away, Ski.
So let me start out by saying I agree with him a little bit, especially on the fact that what mental health does represent when you get it tagged to your name to a certain extent, when it comes to your gun rights and your rights to be committed, or, your rights as a patient, or you get some type of conservatorship or something like that. So I do see the legalities there. I can see the wronging in that area of people being, malice and shit like that. So it does open those windows. I do agree with him on that part. And I think he's talking more of a psychiatrist, because psychiatrists give out medicine. Therapists do not give out medicine. They give you a referral to a psychiatrist. Let's get that correct, Mr. White. I do think talking to people or talking to someone that's not your uncle or your grandma or your grandpa is therapeutic. I think it's good. It's a person that's non-biased, doesn't have a fist in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree with him a little bit on this fact about the therapists maybe having their own issues and having their own life, but that's humanistic, and everybody has their everyday struggles, good or bad, right? But when you're in that industry, you have outlets that you adhere to, you know, to make sure you're not having burnout or you're not having any type of, no type of issues or, lacking or being adaptive to, a pattern type shit. So you have that type of help with that. They have that little fine line. I do think it's okay to talk because Black people are holding a lot of trauma. And when I say trauma and just, from just being a Black person in life, their own personal stuff, I think it's barrier. And if you look at like the news every day, TikTok, Facebook, all you see is these youngsters killing themselves. It's young people. It's not, like they're dying. They're taking overdoses. They drinking. They shooting themselves. They doing all kind of stuff. And I ain't talking about the little so-called suicides or the hangings. I'm talking about, the little papas of the world. R.I.P. little papa. You know what I'm saying? He been saying for 3 years how sad and down he is and how blah, 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 blah. And, and the lady his manager said at his funeral, well, he wanted to be like that. He that's what he was. And he was never happy. I mean, damn. So you wasn't going to say nothing. I mean, you wasn't going to try to at least aid and assist. So I believe it's 50-50. You know what I mean? I do think it works. And I think that, you should be mindful and do some diligent work on who you're talking to and what type of therapist you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should just talk to anybody or any type of therapist, and I think you should have derivatives in place.
Keep it funky though, my nigga. Do you think that they telling when you talk to your therapist, you don't think your therapist go home to their husband or wife and talking about you?
It depends on the integrity of the therapist.
I'm
just keeping it real. I'm just saying, I'm being honest.
Yeah, but do you really think that they keeping your shit a secret?
I mean, you can just hope that they are, you never know. I'm just saying it's 50-50. You can either, that's why you got to do your due diligence. You know what I mean? You just can't take anybody.
There's no way you would be able to know that they going home and telling their wife, hey man, I talked to this
that's like
earlier today.
You don't know if HR going home saying that a motherfucker at work,
right.
Blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can say that about any industry. So, I mean,
right.
That cancel out all that.
But it's that this industry is a little different than HR because you're paying this person for this thing. You're going to this person for something specifically. You're not going to HR for this. You're going to them to keep whatever. Like he said, it's somebody that you're paying to listen to your problems when they got their own issues. I don't think they're taking your shit as a priority outside of you. It's a job. You're getting paid.
You talking to auntie and uncle, right? But auntie and uncle been knowing your grandfather been fucking your cousins all the goddamn life. But this nigga ain't checked them. Your uncle you admire ain't called nothing out. Ain't said shit. So shut the fuck up talking to uncle. I don't give a fuck how uncle's successful or not. God damn it. Uncle ain't pulling nobody to the side. Ain't busting no heads. Ain't digging no ditches in the backyard. So let's not talk about the family. Your grandma.
Well, hey, let's let Q get in here since you just jumped in. Go ahead. How you feel about this situation?
I agree with Sky. I also agree with some of what Charleston White says. Charleston White, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I was saying her name is Ski.
Okay. So Charleston White is a very, very intelligent man. Does he say everything right? No. But he is very good at what he does. He's very good at it. I think he has a point when he says why we say mental health. We know what that's connected to is to basically say you have a problem and how can we put down on paper that you have a problem? And that's where we kind of mess up. This is a loaded conversation. So I will say, as far as our trauma situations and things like that, let me bring it to the forefront. If we was to go to our family and actually talk to our family would run their mouth. And that's how, if you watch social media, it happens all the time. Nobody's actually keeping your secrets. Only you can do that. When it comes to therapists and things like that, they can go home all they want to and talk about a conversation that I done had with them. I don't deal with them. So I really don't. I'm more worried about my mental state and where I need to be. And a lot of these problems are not just mental issues. It's really trauma that we've held on too long. I talk about it all the time. We hold on to trauma and we never heal from the things that have really, really, really hurt us. And so now we put ourselves in a situation to where I got to go and get myself help. And I don't even know how to do that because I don't really know. I don't think I have a problem. I think somebody traumatized me And why do I have to go and seek? So this is a thing that we never want to actually go and get therapy, but there is some therapeutic spaces within going to get yourself help. I have to be honest about it. I went to therapy. I went to therapy twice, and I didn't have as much trauma as I think some people do. But I had Kiana's own issues that I had to deal with for some of the things that I caused myself. But I had to go and seek therapy so I can talk and do what I do now. And now I am better and healed. Now, did I have to go and get medication? No, we didn't have to go that far, because I had to sit. I was let me be honest, I was a private woman. I'm still private. You're not going to hear a lot of my business out in the streets. You're not going to hear it down social media. I'm a very private woman. So when I actually went to therapy, it was so hard for me to just state my name. It was hard for me to state, I don't even think I have a problem, but what do you see? Well, I can't tell you nothing because I don't know you. So at the end of the day, you have to care for yourself more than anybody else does. And if you know you have issues or you struggling with some things, go and seek help, and don't worry about the rest. Worry about getting the help that you need, because then you can be effective in life. You can be effective in purpose. You can be effective in your children's lives. You can really be effective. You can move better. So I just suggest, just for me, and I didn't mean to take up all that time, so I do apologize for that. I tried to move as fast as I could. But I just suggest that if you think you need help, or if you're having some issues, and it's probably best that you don't talk to nobody you know. I'm going to just put it out there. It's probably best that you don't talk to people that you know, because a lot of our family members know we got issues, know that we've thought about committing suicide and are not doing anything. Go and seek help for yourself.
Yeah.
No, that's real. That's real. And I love your shirt, by the way.
So
Thank
I
you.
got a quick question. So at what point was it that you felt like it was time for you to seek therapy? And then two,
When I was angry all the time.
so was it
Go
you?
ahead.
Do you feel like was it advice, or was it you just popped in your head like, you know what, I need therapy?
No, when I started taking everything personal, when people started to interact with me and I would take everything personal, that's an inner problem. It's an inner problem, because everybody just is not, I mean, you know, you have issues throughout life, but everyone's not just coming to you in a bad space.
Right.
When you just angry all the time, or you taking everything personal,
Right.
or you're never happy with anything, it's time to go and seek help. It just really is.
And that's what I feel like when people that I know like that, they don't realize that they're the common denominator in all their problems. You got to realize that if all these issues, it can't be everybody else, family. You're in all these situations. You're the common denominator. You need to get some help. You need to talk to somebody. You need to figure it out. But it ain't everybody else. Anybody else want to?
But that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing for us to. That's the hardest thing for us to actually be honest about ourselves, because normally we never take a mirror of self-reflection and accountability. That's the hardest thing for a person to do, is to actually say, oh, now listen, I'm starting to think that it's me. How many times do we point the finger at somebody else having an issue and we don't have any? I don't know how many relationships have to show us that it just don't, none of them work.
Right.
You got to start looking at who you are in the mirror and be honest with yourself. And when you see yourself in the mirror, cry if you need to.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be honest with yourself.
But
Then how
deal
you
with the
gonna be honest with
reality.
somebody else?
People need to take
nobody else.
People need to have like a self-assessment. They need to address and they need to take accountability. Like, you can't justify your actions. You really got to call yourself out and say, like, hey, have I been the one fucking up here? Like, you need to address those issues and be in tune with yourself. A lot of us got a problem with justifying and finding reasons and working around, and we keep on going into this loop and having these problems. And then like You don't have to be ashamed of your pride. It won't attack your pride by going to go see, like to go see a therapist, to go see go see a go see a psychologist. You don't need to be on medicine. You need to just get it off your chest. I think that a lot of our anger issues get built up by bottling it all in. We hold back too much. We need to just let it go, get it off our chest sometimes, and then listen to somebody that's not biased. Also, I agree with everybody because like if you say some shit to your family or you confide to some people, in the moment of an argument, they'll use those exact things that you said to them against you. So you probably don't want to go to your family a lot of times. You need to go to somebody who will be unbiased.
But again, though, a lot of us are hard headed, right? So that's why I'm asking, like, what point do you feel like it's a place to where you're comfortable of going? Because most people are private. They don't want to talk to nobody and telling them their business, especially somebody that they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So
I think Eric EK, I think people when they really are true, because I've been in therapy a couple of times, since about 15. I'm 44. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very poster child, go to talk to somebody. But I think you go talk to somebody when you're ready to grow. When you're ready to say you're tired of being, like Q said, angry, everything personal, everything like it's everybody but your ass. You know what I'm saying? When you ready to admit that and be man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said, literally, and say, you know what? Hey, I'm tired. Until you really ready to get in that mirror and get snotty nose and cry and be real with yourself and acknowledge your shortcomings and where you fucking up and dropping the ball and being procrastinating and lackadaisical and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying.
My question to y'all would be if somebody that can't do what y'all saying, they can't look and admit that I might be the problem, wouldn't that be a narcissist?
I'm not putting labels on somebody. I won't.
Yes.
I get. I mean, I'm
asking.
I'm just saying. Those are some of the characteristics. You know what I'm saying? But I hate that word. They use it so much on social media.
Right.
So I don't want to say, that. But those are some of the characteristics. But I'm saying, to me, I'm not saying that because it is people that don't know. I guess they don't know. That it's not them. But I believe they're not ready to just be to deal with the consequences that come with being real with self. You know what I mean? And they keep on pushing it off. You know what I'm saying? Until something tragic happens or something happens that requires them to go to therapy or counseling or some type of, whatever, then they'll do it. But I think when you're ready to grow from it and get tired, you'll say, I need to go talk to somebody and I'm ready to, get past this funk. You know what I mean? Because it's a battle, when you just being real with yourself. If you be real with yourself.
Yeah, just to make it quick, referring to the video, I think, Charleston White was kind of wrong. I wouldn't say he was all the way wrong, but 50% he was wrong because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of it is mostly you should go to therapy if you don't know how to hold yourself accountable, or if you need help with that, or you trying to see a different side of the view, or if you're troubling how to find the steps to go into that, or you don't have someone accountability partner, or you don't have someone on the side talking to help you out, or if you feel like you do have people talking to you but you don't feel like they're connecting, or you do need to get stuff off your chest. So there's a bunch of reasons why you should go to therapy, but I don't believe everyone does need therapy.
That's a lot of orders.
If you got someone you can actually talk to, and it's just something you need to get off your chest, or I think a lot of people just don't know how to question themselves or really understand their own actions of why they do certain things. Don't reflect on a lot of things of the past reactions, like why did I respond like that? Is it because of this? And then you go deeper into your bag of life and just wondering, is it this? Is it that? Oh, I did act like this one time. Just, question your own reactions and reactions to certain things. Yeah, you got, like, a lot of times people tell you not to question yourself because you don't want to doubt yourself. But a lot of times you got to do that just to make sure you're growing into the person you want to become, because that's a lot of things that deteriorate people from actually moving forward in life. or just don't know how to actually get over the hump. So a lot of times therapy is needed for those people who don't have that outlet or who just need that extra help to really get past those certain steps. So I mean, Charleston White is kind of over exaggerating the situation about mental health. I believe a lot of it just have to do with questioning your own actions and understanding yourself. And if you need help with that, just
were Black people having a problem with mental health before 2015?
I,
Like
well, I
nobody was
don't want.
talking about this.
Well, listen. If we're going to we don't want to get deeper into the bag because it's definitely worse because you need a strong family home to really solidify that mental health because sometimes you can't figure
Do
out
you know?
who you
Do you
are
know,
or
King?
understand who you are.
Do you? What up, CK?
I mean, yeah, if you listen, you can even go back to the history of time. Like he said, what happened to the black people back in those days? Yeah, because a lot more black families was around. Now, as you see, the black economics in the black family is destroyed. So no one really understands where they're coming from. No one really understands who they are. They don't see that in a day-to-day basis. And a lot of people are being misguided or not even guided at all down a path of life that's difficult to deal with. So,
Okay.
like, if we're really talking about that, you can just go into the history of why things deteriorated.
Okay,
you
but I
got
want
there,
to tell
Ski?
you about this book right here because we said how far I go back. Mental health. You know, this is the medical apartheid by Miss Harriet A. Washington. I think everybody black should get it. Goes back to pre-colonial days about you know, the dark history of the medical exploitation and mental health of Black Americans in the colonial time to the present. Really good book. I think everybody black should have it and read it. So yes, it's been around.
Let's keep
What's
it
going
Charleston
on,
White.
CK? What
What's up,
you got
cousin?
going on?
I just came from Baltimore. I'm home. I've missed your podcast. I'm on here today. What's going on?
Glad
We
you
talk
made it back
about
from
mental
Baltimore.
health. We
Oh shit.
NOO. Can you play that video one more time?
It's rough out there. What'd you say? You want to play the mental health video again? You said?
Yeah. I want you to watch this video, CK, and then you give me your thoughts on
Do you feel black, just people in general, everybody needs therapy?
No.
So
Nobody need therapy.
so therapy doesn't help.
No. Hell no.
So why do they push that mental health on us so much in the past couple of years? Just
mental health is propaganda that's being used. See, homie, when they push mental health, it strips you of all your rights. All throughout history, great men, great leaders, great women was put in institutions in the name of mental health. That's why they say you crazy. That's why they want to get rid of you. So this is why they're pushing that. Under mental health, you can be committed by your neighbors. 3 or 4 of your neighbors can get together, make a call to somebody downtown that they know, and say, hey man, it can have you committed. Your wife, her mama, her sister, and her brother, because you're married into this family, nigga, can go call the family and have you committed. They try to do that to Kanye. Homie. So the reason they're pushing mental health is mental health strips you of your gun rights. It strips you of everything. Mental health and counseling and therapy is for people to make money. That's it, nigga.
I won't argue.
It's for people to make money. So they can make a diagnosis and prescribe you medicine. They don't prescribe you coping skills. Hey, breathing techniques. You pay them a bill, then they give you another bill with a pill that causes more problems for you to talk about and have to be counseled. Everything you need is within you. It's not outside. You need a relationship. You need a connection with somebody in your family that you admire, and you talk to them. We talk to our grandmothers, we talk to our fathers, we talk to our uncles, we talk to our friends, but they're going to go get therapy. They go talk to another they got problems too. They're trying to figure their problem out while you tell them every day they can't figure your problem out when you having counseling because they got in their mind too, and it's just a job now.
No, for real.
CK, how you feel about that?
Oh, I definitely have something to say about that. Definitely.
Go ahead.
So for one, let's start here. I'm not a big Charleston White fan because he's full of shit and he's for ratings. And then number two, in our Black society, things have changed so much. We don't have the Eric, you and I, we come from a longevity of men that really did brace and go through a lot of things for us. But I'm 52 again. I'm 52 years old now. So going through
you telling your age on here too?
I don't care. Shit. You gotta be proud of it. If you accomplish, you got your shit together, you shouldn't be mad at say, yeah, shit. You've been through enough shit. So let's keep it 100 in front here. And we have to be at our best, but all of us can use therapy because a lot of things that we didn't grow up with and society has changed. It has changed. There's lots of things that our family didn't have or know to experience. So we all can use some counseling, but to a certain degree. Like me, I've been told you need to get counseling. What I'm going to counsel for, I've already have my own answer. But everybody might not be as strong as I am mentally. Sometimes you have to be able to check yourself before anybody else can check you. So we can do therapy, but therapy has become a thing of where you are paying to see certain people. And I hate that with African Americans, with us being Black, the first thing they want to give us some medicine. No, sometimes we just need to be around more people that are caring, or you need to be more exposed to people that have been through some of the things that you're questioning. So there's not always someone around that can talk to you or talk to us or to any of us that have been through a lot of things that people are being questioned. But I'm not Charleston White. I don't care for his ass at all. So, no, nigga, because you just trying to get views and make some money. But there's a lot of us that have been through things that we do need to talk to somebody, but we don't always have somebody that we're able to talk to. And a big thing about talking to people and going to therapy is that those people don't know you. They don't know you. They don't know your family. They don't know your history. You're just going in there talking to them, and they're making their hypothetical solution of what they're perceiving you to be. What's that noise? So did I get kicked out?
I don't know where that noise is coming from.
That's why I'm like, what's that noise? I don't know. I was getting kicked out, but
no,
therapy is. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I hear you, but I mean I agree with some of the stuff Charleston White was saying when he says stuff like some of the stuff I think is inside of you, where I think you can do a lot of this stuff on your own. Not everybody, maybe everybody's not strong enough, but like,
I agree with that.
I think before you got on here, somebody had said something like, a lot of times if you just reflect on what's going on, you can see that you might be the common denominator in some of these issues, but a lot of times you're not going to admit that to yourself, and you just need somebody else to tell you, I guess. And depending on who's telling you, you believe it. You know what I mean? It's almost like, oh, yeah, everybody in your family can be like, bitch, you this, you that, and they can be telling you the same thing, but you're gonna go pay a white woman or a white man or shit, even a Black. I mean, somebody with a degree, you're gonna pay them to tell you the same thing they saying in a more educated way. To me, you know what I mean? If you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist. And I know y'all didn't want to use that word earlier, but to me, if you can't acknowledge the fact that, hey, I might be the problem at all, then you're a fucking narcissist. Excuse my language.
But at some point, if you keep doing the same repeated things over and over, at some point you have to look at your own self and be like, well, is it me? You know, is it me? Because if you keep getting the same outcome from everything that you do and there's nothing's changing or you're not getting further, it is you sometimes. And sometimes we got to get to a point where you got to be able to admit that to yourself first. But I'm not the person. I'm not going to pay nobody no $300 to tell me the answer that I already know. And sometimes you just got to be able to look in the mirror and be like, look, check this out. It's you. Shit, it's you. You got to, sometimes we all have to change some things about ourselves. And that's just the truth.
That's the last resort for me, paying somebody per hour.
I'm not paying nobody shit. Me and me got to sit down and we have to have conversations. We have conversations all the time. What's going on?
You look in the mirror and talk to yourself
every day.
Okay.
I don't even need a mirror, nigga. I just need a mirror.
I have lots of conversations.
She know I'm being funny. Funny.
Let's keep it Charleston White, though. I know you don't like him, but let's keep it Charleston White, because what he says here is what the next topic is about. Check him out here.
You know, out of the comedy promoter, a guy that, yeah. I like building relationships and doing business with black people. So every now and then, against my agency's request, Eric Young, be like, man, homie, at some point, nigga, you can't do nothing with your people. When you become at a certain level, you cannot come back down and do nothing with these people. So it's the reason why your celebrities won't come do nothing in certain places. It's gonna be a problem. Everywhere we are, it's a problem if white folks ain't overseeing.
Is it a tax bracket problem?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Because poor people fight over meaningless things. And they'll kill you for nothing because of how they feel about something. Poor people push logic to the side to embrace their unregulated feelings.
That's some real shit.
White people push their feelings to the side to do business and to have control and to maintain control. Your white neighbor hates you, dislike you, but speak to you and smile at you and you'll never know. Your white coworkers, your Asian, Mexican coworkers, black people gotta let you know what they feel. That's a weakness.
Come on, talk to him. Man, should scam?
Q, I want to start with you. Is keeping it real a weakness?
I don't think keeping it real is a weakness. I will say Charleston White hit it on the nail. It's just some people you can't come back and help. And it's the sad part that you can't. But once you get to a certain level, with my train of thought, this is my perspective only. When I get to a certain level, I always want to help somebody else because that's what I've been. That's just where I stand in life. But there are some people in our community, in our culture, that you just cannot help. You just can't. You'll be in a hole trying to help them.
How do you determine these people, y'all? How do you determine the Glorrillas in your family? I mean, the Brozillas. I'm sorry, the Brozillas in your family. How do you determine those? Shout out! I got my mother on here. KJ, let me my mother go first in front of y'all. Do you think keeping it real can be a weakness?
No.
Niggas gotta tell everything?
No, you don't have to tell everything, but you don't need to lie. I mean, but I think it's about how you keep it real, how you present things. There's a way of keeping it real without being offensive, without being, degrading. But I think you also have to realize who you're talking to. When you're keeping it real, can they take the truth? Everybody can't handle the truth.
Everybody can't handle the truth. I agree.
But you should keep it real, really. You should. If you can't keep it real with your friends and family, then something wrong. But I mean, since you called me out as your mama, that's how I raised you too. I always raised you to speak your mind, but I told you there's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
And I want to say, mom just answered it the correct way, technically, because we can show it. We can help as many people want to help, but there's just sometimes some people don't want the help. I can help you so far, but you got to want to help yourself too.
I have a question. Uh, I agree with that, but when people say, I hear this a lot because I work for a not-for-profit, right? And I coordinate a lot of chronic disease programs and different programs, not-for-profit for this organization. And I just wonder because people, when I go and do this data, I have to enter data. So, I get that question asked, like, about their availability and their, motivation for the program and stuff like that. So I agree that, those people do have to take initiative, to want to be a part, to complete some things, to execute their goals and all that type of stuff. But I also think sometimes people don't come back because I was raised there. Sometimes people can't come back because they can't come back because if you come back, what you have will be gone because they don't want you to change that. They want it to stay the same. We always say like, oh, we use that, oh, people don't want it. But that's true. It's a little small people that don't want it. And I think sometimes people get agitated with those few or those thousand and lump them all together, instead of taking the time to filter through what they're offering instead of just, and really take the time to intricately see what the needs are needed in that space for real and not a tax rate off and not, anything profitable, no advertising, really genuine, not recording, doing things from a genuine place, and I think when people don't really set the goal with real objectives to obtain, you have no real goal post. People want to drop things into the communities and on people, but don't think about the environment and the fundamentals and the effects that is going to come with that demographic of people or that area or that problem. So I think if people start to do a little more research when we want to come back to help, instead of jumping on the same bandwagon that's in every community, instead of opening up different avenues to get to healthy, get to education, get to financial freedom and stuff like that, then we'll have a better space when it comes back to pulling each other up. That's just
I agree with you, but we have to admit.
No, and I think that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with
the point that she made that's good is everybody.
She put in a good perspective.
Yeah, and everybody doesn't necessarily want to be pulled up.
Mm-hmm. Say it, Mama. Say it. That's it right there. Yeah. Definitely.
Down. They
you
more.
Can't. That's what in my career. That's what I used to tell the guys that I worked with. It's like, there was a lot of them are so worried about being criticized because we always say don't forget where you came from. Well, it's not so much forgetting where you came from, but you can't bring everybody with you. And you gotta understand everybody can't come with you.
And there's that Harriet Tubman
when you're trying to progress.
What's that Harriet Tubman quote where they said she could have saved more if they if they would have known that they were slaves? Like you said.
Are you talking news?
Yes, I don't. Nobody can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You can hear him?
Yeah. So everybody can hear me but my mother?
I can't hear him, sorry.
So everybody can hear me but my mother?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I've been waiting for that my whole life.
Miss Jordan, you can't hear him? You can't hear him, Miss Jordan?
I might say something crazy. I got the tequila in me, too. I might say something. She don't even know I'm saying it. I know that. Should I do it? Should I say something crazy?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But I was gonna say that keeping it real, I would say it's not a weakness in your personal life. In your personal life, you should always keep it real. I mean, you just gotta accept what it comes with it. But definitely when you talk about business, yeah, keep that casual, keep that cordial. You don't need to say nothing extra. You trying to get that bag. That's a fact. That's only if you trying to. That's only if you trying to get to the top. You trying to get to the top and really get and hit that certain spot, hitting that certain standard. You got to work with people you don't like. You got to do business with people you don't like. That's how the government runs itself. Like if you really try and be about the power and the control, you can't keep it real.
I kind of disagree with it a little bit. I think you shouldn't always let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. I think you should let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. I think you should do that. But I do think like you should be respectful. You should be. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. It's time and place. But you never let the left hand know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that equilibrium balance, that balance to where you gotta keep it, that balance, especially depending on what industry you in. But I never let the
Well,
left hand.
Hey, I will say,
well, like I said, oh, go ahead. My bad.
no. What I can say is like you can keep it real, but it's the way how you filter it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can say it in a professional way. There's ways to work around to where you can keep it real without, you know what I'm saying, like it's different ways of doing it. It's a way to
But
do it.
sometimes we keep it too real for the wrong people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's and some of those people, because of mindset, they don't want to accomplish. All of us on this panel already probably see better than most people know that they're better than themselves. So sometimes we see the best for people. I see the qualities that you have, but they don't see their own qualities. So how long do we keep pushing for that? Because other the same people in our term of words that turn around and hate on us and say, you didn't look out for me. Well, I did look out for you, but you didn't. I go through it all the time. But I give you enough room to rub yourself, and I see you really don't want to go further. And you just sometimes we gotta walk away. We can't help everybody. It's at this point, that's what it is. But we tried. We tried.
And I watched the whole interview with. Sorry to interrupt real quick. I watched the whole interview with Charleston White, and I just caught some bits out of it that I wanted to talk about. But in the midst of this, he kept saying something about. He kept saying we don't have a spook by the door no more. He kept saying it. He's like, we don't have a spook by the door no more. Nobody that's in white people's, getting the information and bringing it back to us. We so loud with everything. We tell everything. Ski talk about it all the time. Where if we're gonna strategize, we don't need to be telling our strategy on Twitter or what we're gonna do on YouTube videos. If we're gonna do something, we're gonna strategize and do it quietly. But we gotta tell everything. And like I said,
that's just society now. That's just society.
But see, that's what I was saying about keeping it real. Only like, especially when we talking about business, like you wouldn't tell if you're trying to get a job that's worth a lot of money. You ain't gonna tell them, yeah, I left my last job because I just was tired of it. Certain things you ain't gonna speak out loud because you got to get the money. So it's just little things like business wise, you can't always keep it real because it's going to stop your growth when we talk about the business world. That's it. But any other thing, keeping it real, you got to keep it real all the time, bro.
I want to say this about business.
Business and politics.
But I want to say this about business real quick. I'm going to say this about business real quick because interviewing, right? So it's ways to say what you said about that employer. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And you have to read the room too. And I think people need to start learning how to read in rooms and read environments that they be in sometimes, because when you read the room, engage people, body language, delivery, and just, if you have rapport slightly with them, then you should know how to apply your words, your actions, and your observation of the room. And then you should know how to move. But that's if you're being observant. You know what I'm saying? And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because I interview a lot. When I was looking for a job, I interviewed for all kind of senior level paralegal jobs, different, all that, right? So I said similar things about different law firms, but I didn't say it in a trashy way. I said it more in a legalese, professional way. But they got it. They might have chuckled or they might have, but I had to read the interviewer. You know what I'm saying? So I would say read the room when it comes to business.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's like it's a professional way to saying it. So when you sit in front of you doing an interview, you're not gonna say, "Man, I got tired of my last job." You were seeking to explore new opportunities. You reached your ceiling.
That's not keeping it real though.
How is it?
But it is. Like, you're just sugarcoating.
You're not saying. You're not.
Yeah, sugarcoating ain't keeping it real though.
You say you're tired, but you know what I'm saying, when you tired of something, you seek new opportunities, you look elsewhere.
It's called technical writing. It's called technical writing in college. It's
no, I understand that, but that's just not keeping it real.
But it is if you're writing it. If you're saying it, you're orating that. That's a way. That's a way to write, to oratate. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of saying it because if the person you're saying it to is really a orator or real good with grammar, and they're hearing what you're saying, and you're in an interview, they're gonna get that. Because I'm gonna chuckle, or I might, put a little star by it or something. I'm gonna get that little in between the lines wording. If that's,
Okay. Everybody, let's move on. Unless somebody got really something important to say on that topic. I feel like everybody got everything out. Let's go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, man, Irv, you wanted to finish what you was about to say, and then we can just move on.
No, I wasn't really gonna say anything else. I was gonna say I do agree. It's just like I said, there's just certain things you can't keep it real because sometimes it's really hard to answer those questions. Like, I mean, I can only put in an interview prospect because that's just something I was used to. And someone come up and I ask you, or any like if I ask someone or someone asks you like, oh, why do you want to be a part of this company? Because I'm just trying to get some money. Like sometimes you can't, but sometimes you can't just say that. You gotta talk. You can't just. You gotta finesse
It's
it
like
up a little bit and
it's like
say,
what Ski said. You just gotta say it in different
yeah,
words.
no, and that's what I said. That's not keeping it real. You can't just say, hey, I'm just here trying to get some money because I'm in a bad spot, but I'm really here trying to work for you. And you really is trying to work for them, you're trying to be there. But sometimes companies you say certain things like that, so you got to soft certain things up. So you can't really keep it real. You only can keep it about 80% real.
Yo, them companies be asking them little questions. Be like, if you was walking down the street, you found $2 on the floor.
But I think
what
that's
would you
different.
do?
I feel like when we talking about keeping it real, we're just talking about keeping it real, like with our peers and with our friends and our family, like in a different type of context. When you're talking about interviews and employers, like that's some different shit. Like what you just said, like that's
Well, hold on,
finesse.
Chaz.
Like you,
Well, hold on, Chaz, because I think you missed the video. I think you were
Yeah,
gone.
she
So I'm
did.
gonna
She
play. I'm
missed
gonna play the
it.
video for you. Hold on 1 second. And I'm gonna let you go.
Out of the comedy promoter, a guy that, yeah. I like building relationships and doing business with black people. So every now and then, against my agency's request, Eric Young, be like, man, homie, at some point, nigga, you can't do nothing with your people. When you become at a certain level, you cannot come back down and do nothing with these people. So it's a reason why your celebrities won't come do nothing in certain places. It's gonna be a problem. Everywhere we are, it's a problem if white folks ain't overseeing.
Is it a tax bracket problem? Of
course it is. Of course it is. Because poor people fight over meaningless things. And they'll kill you for nothing because of how they feel about something. Poor people push logic to the side to embrace their unregulated feelings.
That's some real shit.
White people push their feelings to the side to do business and to have control and to maintain control. Your white neighbor hates you, dislike you, but speak to you and smile at you and you'll never know. Your white coworkers, your Asian, Mexican coworkers, black people gotta let you know what they feel. That's a weakness.
Come on, talk to him. Man, should scam.
Now, Chaz, do your thing. What you think about that?
he not lying. Hey, remember? Wait a minute. Remember who we used to work with?
Yes, ma'am.
That was talking. And I'd be listening to him talk, and not even just him, just like other people of his caliber, his peers. And I'm like, y'all be finessing so good. Y'all just be saying anything. They don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, and you just make it sound good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for the sake of business.
I'm with you when you're right, girl. I'm with you when you're right. I'm not mad at what y'all.
I remember that shit.
No,
He didn't say nothing wrong. He told no lies.
And well, Chaz, I want you to jump on to this next topic because this is the one you introduced me to. You turned me on, and I thought it was interesting. So school us on what's going on with this. There's a website, right, a Facebook page called Black Indie Live, and another one called Indie for the Culture, right?
Indie Culture, yeah.
Yeah, tell us what's going on with that, please.
Okay, so both of them, they both have an Instagram page. So there was an altercation at a popular establishment the other night, and Black Indie Live ended up posting it. And I made my little comments, said what I had to say, and came back and saw that the establishment posted and was like, can you please take this down? It really sheds a bad light on the establishment, blah, blah, blah. And and rightfully so, they cannot control what happens outside of the establishment. That's where it was, outside. So I get on Facebook and they're discussing it. and just saying that, like, you know, these pages that are supposed to promote, you know, events in indie and indie culture, they post a lot of negativity. There's rarely anything positive being posted. And then, you know, one of the owners of the pages just, you know, really getting out of hand with another indie native, and it just seems really unprofessional. And I don't know, I just feel like it's getting really out of hand. But my whole thing was like, I could see both perspectives. Like, I'm reporting on something that literally is already circulating on the internet.
Right.
It's going viral. But then also, do we feel like these pages and these or organizations that claim to represent indie or Black culture, are they doing more harm to our community when they post these negative things? Like, should we be keeping what's going on in our community between us, or should we be posting it and sharing it? Are they obligated to share positive things, or they share whatever they want to share? Like, I don't know.
What's up,
Can I
Chad?
answer first?
Hey,
Hey, Mookie.
I'm gonna
hey,
go first.
Ski.
Hold on, I just got a question. I don't.
My opinion is this.
Hold on, who is? I mean, so
I can't,
is this
go ahead, Ski. I can't even hear Ski. Go ahead.
I'm asking the question though. Catch me up though. So is this just like a page that shows like all the like stuff that's going on in that? And you said it's a fight, or I'm just trying to.
No. So the Black Indie page and the indie culture, I didn't see the post on that page, but somehow they got wrapped up in it, and they're ran by two totally different people. So I don't even know how.
I can't even hear her.
Who, me?
You can't hear Chaz, EK?
No. I'm gonna jump out and jump back in.
Okay.
Go ahead, I can hear you. Go ahead, Chaz. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Black Indie Live is a page that just reports different things that are happening in Indianapolis, whether it's an event or it was an altercation, or it might have been the car show, or such and such happened on. But most of it is around like Black shit.
Right.
So I don't know. Like a lot of people were feeling like these pages only post negative things. Like even a popular establishment reached out and was like, you know, we do community events, we do charities, we do giveaways, and we create a space for Black people to come and just, you know, chill, hang out, whatever. But you never post any of those things, but you're always posting negative things. So, I mean, do y'all feel like these pages have an obligation to post at least some positivity, at least create some sort of balance, or they can really post whatever? And do you feel like what they post make a negative impact on the Black community? Because I don't know what the white side of social media or any other sides of social media look like. I'm a Black person. I click on Black shit. So I don't know if like our shit is circulating in other areas, or I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah.
This is my thing: is whether they posted positive shit about you in the past or not, you still gonna be mad that they posted some negative shit about you. So that's really what it's about. Them niggas could have posted all the positive shit you did. Who cares? As soon as they posted something negative, you're gonna be mad about it. And I don't have a problem with people posting both sides of things, because we got to keep it real, right? As we just talked about, keeping it real, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just want to just act like it's perfect?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, if you want business to come over here and get some money and help the indie Black community. No. I'm just saying it don't have nothing to do with any of us. Like I said, they don't have a responsibility for that. But if the idea is to show the culture of Black indie, you should definitely show more of the positive side, and not just a big name. I don't want to say name brands, but the big events. You should start posting more than the small events to build up that community. Because all you're doing is you're doing the same thing as everyone else that is just posting stuff. If you're not going to post any of the small communities about the little things that's happening in indie from the Black side, because they're not really posting none of that really. They're just posting anything that's super big, and they're going to post. Well, the main one I'm talking about is Black indie. I don't know about I don't see too much of the other one.
Yeah, me neither.
I would say they want clickbait a little bit.
Well,
yeah.
I don't. When Expo and Classic comes around, I don't remember people posting the luncheons and And the Sunday, no, they're going to punt. They're going to post the fights because that's
and
what
see,
most
that's
people to watch.
Yeah.
and that's my point. Just about the community, our community itself. If we're going to keep going through our bad habits and diving into all the negativity, you shouldn't expect anything positive or anything good to grow out of the community. So that's what I'm saying. If they're not gonna, if that's what they're doing, then they should just accept it. Say, hey, we're going to
Yeah.
post this and do this. But if they're really going to take that obligation on, then yeah, they should. But they don't. They're not obligated to do that though.
I think the
They're
niggas should
not.
just shut up and just take it as free promotion, my nigga. You got free promotion, my nigga. They didn't post none of the positive shit, so they posted negative shit. Regardless, they posted about you, my nigga. Take it.
Positivity doesn't sell, though. You guys got to remember that. And I'm not in Indianapolis. I'm glad that you guys all said I'm in California. So that's the key. Negativity sells. And a lot of those apps and a lot of those people they make money off of you guys watching their pages. That's off streaming. That's where they make their money at. So posting positivity, they're not going to get anything out of that. I mean, they're not.
If negativity sells, all I want to know is what community is really posting negativity to sell it.
It's not about selling the negativity. It's about the streams. This is all about the streams. That's what it's all about. They don't even care about who gets hurt by it. If they make the money off of us watching it, that's where they make the money at.
Hella comments, hella views, hella shares.
That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about.
We gotta change our views, though. We gotta. I think start with us. We gotta change what the hell we see is anything. Like, come on now. Like, we gonna elevate. We as black people though. We gotta. I'm not saying we can't. Express the negativity. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we can't, we got to be perfect. But I'm saying as black people, we got to pull back from stuff that shuns us. We got to pull back. We got to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to reshare that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but I'm saying it's a black culture. We got to step up again and get back to some class and get back to some order and get back to some positivity. I'm not saying that it's not going to be negative. I'm saying, but we got to pull back from what is killing us. This negativity, this resharing of fights and all this other stuff, and women getting beat up, men and all this other stuff.
And that's not cool at all. It's not cool at all.
That's what I'm saying. But we as black people in our community, we got to start pulling back from that kind of stuff for real. We might say, oh, if that was, it's just, I just reshared it, but she's going to reshare. She's going to reshare. It's continual. We got to start saying and get some other gratification for our mind and our heart and quit being so cardinal all the damn time. That's what I'm saying.
But there's two things with that, which I agree with you. We should. But one thing we touched on earlier is about mental health. Where's our mental health as a community? We're not in a positive place as a community. And then along with that, with social media, everyone is too independent. There is no such thing as a community because everyone's about me first. So we're hitting two things. We're getting hit with two things on both different sides. So it's kind of hard to even make a change when everyone's like, nah, it's about me. So then there's no community. So it's really back to the mental health about the crab in the barrel situation. You got people here that saying we shouldn't be doing that, but then people are like, well, I'm gonna post it anyways. I need to get views. Let me get clicks. So it's really just a cycle.
It's definitely a cycle, but it's also the people that keep reposting. That's what streaming is about. You don't have to be the main streamer, but we're posting the negativity because 10 million people seen it over there. Then they come on your page and another 1 million sees it. So that's the part where they make the money off of. But if you all of you guys in your positive group, if you guys keep promoting positivity and saying, this is not right. I mean, it's not right. You guys are giving positive feedback. Some of that helps. That helps.
Look what they said. They said that the nigga was like, oh, he don't even live here no more, and he date white women. So don't follow him. Don't listen to what he got to say.
Crazy.
That's crazy. You guys are a village within yourself, though, too. So if all of you guys still stay on the same page and keep reposting, I mean, somebody got to say something correct and nicely.
Can I step in for a second?
Please,
go ahead.
I think with contra. I'm sorry.
You good? I just want to say, the young lady at the bottom, she said, negativity sells. Positivity does not. And she really hit it on the nail, but I've been saying for years, ignorance sells, wisdom does not. So what happens is you have a whole lot of people that is trying to make views to get clout. You have more followers than leaders.
Yep.
And now we have a problem because we don't have enough leaders leading the way. We have everyone following. And so now you're not even being you because you following what somebody else does. We really need to clean up mindset in our community, but that happens with the individual. That doesn't happen with just having a conversation. And I'm gonna tell you this, change is hard, but change is inevitable. Change has to happen, but change takes responsibility. Nobody wants to put in the work to change. Because change is going to make you look different. But when ignorance sells, when you can get views off of your ignorance, that's what you're going to go by because it's clout for you. Until we understand who we are as individuals and how bright we are and how intelligent we can be and just how we can move with class, until we understand how powerful we are, we will do the same things and we will keep doing it. And that's insanity. I'm out.
Chaz?
Good spoken word.
I was just gonna make another point. Like a lot of times, you know, on social media when people are sharing, when you see something positive and you're commenting, it's like, oh, that's great, or oh, I totally agree, blah blah blah. When you post things that are controversial or negative, you ignite more conversation and everybody has an opinion and you have people going this way and people going that way. And I think positivity is too straightforward for a lot of people. There isn't really, like, you know what I mean? Like there isn't really too much to say. Like, oh yeah, that's good, that's great.
Right.
And then that's it. We're done. There's nothing else to talk about.
Round of applause. Good job.
And let's say
Move on to the next.
Oh yeah.
No, I was just saying. Me and Chaz was talking earlier, and I was saying T.I. could open up a hospital for children today, and post it, and it's going to get 50,000 likes. But him dissing 50 Cent is going to get 1 million likes. Go ahead.
We can't pick back up on that. We can't pick back on that.
Really, the next questions I have is really just there's two questions. There's a two-part question. First is, I think it's probably, do y'all think it's probably time for the Black community to really split up like all the other communities? What I mean by that is with the, who was it? D.E.D. Du Bois and the Frederick Douglass situation about our whole saying is bring up the whole community. Do you think that tagline need to be dropped and just leave the people who's ignorant at the bottom and really start moving people up who want to move up? And the next question is, is posting negativity keeping it real, or are we just really shooting ourselves in the foot? I know it's what happened, but is that what's keeping us down? So those are the questions I mainly have, really.
Anybody want to start?
Let's start with KJ because she got to get out of here in a minute. It's getting late. Go ahead, KJ.
I can't hear. I just heard you, so I couldn't hear the discussion.
Oh, damn, darn, because he said, like, can you repeat it for me so I can repeat it to her for me real quick?
Yeah, I was just saying, is it time for the Black community to drop the tagline, bring everyone up and start leaving people behind? That's the first question I had.
People to start leaving people behind.
And then the second question was,
start leaving people behind?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
People leave themselves behind sometimes.
You want me to answer
that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hold on, KJ. What's the second one?
The second was posting negativity to fights that actually happen. Posting that, is that keeping it real, and are we shooting ourselves in the foot doing that?
And he said basically Black people posting negative stuff like us fighting and doing crazy stuff. When we post that, is that just shooting ourselves in the foot?
Or is it keeping it real?
Both.
I don't know, you're asking an old lady these questions because to me that's a waste of time. to post
Thank you,
about
Mama.
stuff
Thank you,
that
Mama.
doesn't
Thank you.
contribute to nothing. Um, I
You're
don't
right.
believe in leaving people behind. But again, that goes back to the earlier conversation. You try to reach out and help people up and help people come along, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. So all you can do is meet people where they are, and if they want help, they'll take it. If they don't, they won't. But don't let them drag you down. So if that means you got to step, then you step. But as far as posting, it doesn't serve any purpose to post negative stuff about people. It doesn't serve any purpose. So
It does serve a purpose to the person posting it because they're bringing traction to their page. It's almost like a newspaper posting. Oh, when you walk to the grocery store, it used to be that paper where it say the devil has a son and it is being birthed in New Hampshire. And
oh yeah, I get that, but is that the type of people that you want? I mean, if you're just doing it like the young man was saying, if you're just doing it for money, and that's what's selling, then that's just something you got to live with.
So it sounds like, well, before you finish that, it sounds like you're saying that oil is worth dying for, is what it sounds like you're saying.
Well, I don't know what that context. I don't think anything is worth dying for.
Not even oil?
No. You're talking about something that we really have no control over.
You just got that electric car. That's why you're saying that.
No, I mean, it's affecting prices. That the war for the oil has nothing to do with other than just putting money in rich people's pockets. Yep. They want to control everything. They want to control the world. I mean, that's what all of this is about. They want to control everything and make money. It ain't got nothing to do with making life easier or better or nothing for nobody except them. So I mean, I don't have any control over that. Nothing to me is worth dying over outside of my children. I will die for my children. You
ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. So you ain't got to worry about it.
But I'm just saying, if I was in that position, we were put on this earth to love one another. That's what we were put on this earth to do. And that's what we should strive for. And all of this negative stuff doesn't contribute to that. Contributes to the the downgrade of humanity, the downgrade of self. So what do you say? What are you playing? What's the sound effect?
I got one question, Ms.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. Your mom.
EK got a question for you. Can you hear EK?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
Sure. No, she probably can't hear me.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Answer this question. Tell her what do she think we should do?
What's he saying, E? I can't read lips.
Evan, can you hear me? Evan, he probably can't hear me either. Okay.
You said, what do you think we should do?
About
he's asking how can you so as a Black society, how do we change the narrative to make us help our other people?
What you should do about what?
Helping change the narrative to how would we help our community. You already answered it,
I'm
but
gonna try to see if I can guess
what he's trying to say.
I try to live as Christ was our example. So you don't reward evil with evil. Everything is about trying to set the example and trying to be better and trying to take a step up.
Yeah.
If we all continue to do what's negative and bad, we don't progress. You can't progress like that.
No, I agree with you 1,000%.
And again, those that want to come will come, and those that don't won't, and they'll just stay down there.
And we'll see them over there. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna mute her, but I agree with her because this leads on to my next topic, which is Dwight Howard's on dope. Okay, so I'm gonna play this. Mom, you need to get out of here.
I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody would have
She got a
fucking
fat
listened
rock
because
in
he
her
got the money.
God.
I kept saying, whatever y'all don't understand, I live with him. He needs some help.
Got the money.
And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him.
Nigga, that's that shit you put
He
in the
is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't.
First of all,
Go ahead, keep talking. Go ahead.
that's way too much, bitch. That's a lot of motherfucking drugs.
Go, sis. I'm sorry to cut you. Go, sis, because I'm ready to go in. Go, sis. Tell them.
Yeah,
that was too much.
that sound. It just. I don't believe that shit.
Hold on, before we go any further, I can't hear my mother. Can anybody hear KJ?
I heard KJ. I love KJ.
Do you still want to stay on this show at this point, or do you need to leave? KJ.
She can't hear you now.
Do you need
KJ, can you hear us?
So I don't know the question, but I love me some Dwight. So I don't know what's going on with them, but if that's true.
I gotta call you. I gotta call you Miss KJ, because we was.
Anybody got a comment? Go ahead. I'm about to bounce out of here. Go ahead.
Bye. First off, as a woman, let's start there first. Now, when she was going against Royce, this is what everybody forgets. When she was going against Royce, are we talking, girl? Yes. Royce told your ass what time it is. I'm sorry.
She was angry.
She and you kept. That's that karma you get when you're not listening. The girl told you exactly what time it was, and I don't want to be. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but that man is gay. It's simple. So all that he does, that's covering up everything. Now, I love him too as a basketball player, but his own extracurricular activities, it's only so many times you getting suspected and too many people see it live and direct.
This is my concern though. I don't even care about if he likes the girls or the man or I'm just saying that, baby girl, you done came on a live video with all that cocaine, and you got kids in that house. Y'all was,
and that was a bit. And you on it, and she's on it too.
And you're on the internet. You're on the internet, and CBS, you baby. And you said this is a continual problem, baby. So you're a part of it. You're enabling. You're in part. You're conspiring. You're taking part. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you haven't caught anyone.
That was a big bag.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that's what niggas be reeing up with. I know niggas that think they kingpins with that type of shit. They think they the man. The shit y'all be reeing up with, Dwight Howard snorted that shit in 2 months.
And that's fine, but he has an addiction.
It's just like with a woman, like you can't never take this off the internet. You don't have money to get this scrub. You know what I'm saying? Like you got this on the internet with this cocaine, you opening up the tops and doing all that. Like you know what I'm saying?
She just married him just trying to do something. You know what I mean? Girl, sit down somewhere. And I don't feel sorry for her at all. That's what happens. She high on that video talking and crying too. So that's enough.
She had it in her hand at one point, and then she wiped her.
And then she sprinkled it in her hand, then showed the bag. Come on now.
Look, she sprinkled it in her hand, and then she was crying, so she wiped her face, and then she ended up sniffing it. She ended up sniffing it while she was on camera.
That was diabolical. I mean, like, come on now. Like, come on. Yeah, so that was a situation he put himself in. I don't like him as a basketball player.
Her son. Girl, cut it out. That ain't your son.
That's not your son. I said the same thing. That is not your son.
But that's a little terminology they use when they married.
Oh man.
Well,
man.
she's a cloud chaser. She been a cloud chaser.
Yep.
She been cloud chasing.
And
So
Roy tried to warn you, and the way she tried to drag Royce about being jealous and being upset, and
exactly.
oh, what's her job and what did she do besides the kid and the paycheck? Maybe what you was doing, some cocaine for the paycheck too.
She was too. She was already. Yep. That's
But we're
it.
gonna
That's
pray for her. We're gonna keep her in our prayers that she gets some help because she needs some. Because I'm not coming to the internet with no quarter-pound of cocaine gadgets. So,
yeah,
no.
we're not gonna be doing that. That's what we're not gonna be doing. But the best thing, I don't know if I'm supposed to ask this question. Is it okay if I ask a question?
Sure.
The best thing was when Dak and the girl didn't get married, aren't getting married because she wants on a prenup. So that's the best thing. I
love him. I don't care. I would have signed that with my daddy blood. I
would have signed. I would have signed that so fast, honey. What? Right now? Okay.
I mean, there's no reason for her not to have signed it. You don't have no net worth. You have no assets. You have no commodities. You have no equity and no houses. You don't have a house. I mean, she might have had a house.
You ain't got that 350 million. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, nearly as much as he got to just detest it and say no. That was crazy.
and I promise. Exactly. So
But you said you would have did what? You would have signed it with whose blood?
My daddy's.
Jeez.
Shoot. With my eyes closed and blind. Hello.
I mean, because if you love him and it's about loving him and knowing that you got a man that you can that's gonna build you up, help you create your own wealth, you know what I'm saying, outside of his. And if you're smart, you should be creating your own wealth outside of his anyway, because all them little business and trinkets and Tiffany's, and all that, I can't thank you for the money for Tiffany's, but this is going in Wells Fargo, or this is going in my grandma's shoebox that I didn't have 10. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she could have, you know what I mean, but she really, I bet she crying today though. I bet all her best friends in the group chat like, you silly BB, you silly blah blah blah. Girl, how could you? Was you on crack? Did you try some of that Dwight Howard? You know,
something was going on. Yeah. I couldn't believe it, but I was happy. I just was happy not to see another black man getting.
That's crazy. Why would you do that?
That's what she was on. They're getting streaming.
Back in the day, you ever been that mad to where you?
We're back to streaming. We're back to streaming sales. You're back to streaming sales.
Yeah,
it's a business.
Blacked out and just I don't even care no more. I'm just gonna do whatever to damage this man. That's a lot of coke.
2 million views. 2 million views.
That was a 4 and a split.
Excuse me?
I said that was a 4 and a split.
Excuse me, Young Jeezy. Say that one more time.
Nothing.
Jesus Christ. Where you from again? Rip your hood. Where you from talking like
Memphis,
that?
Tennessee.
Rip your hood talking like that. Jesus Christ. Cal, we over there quiet, baby. What you think about Dwight Howard? I know you got an opinion on this.
I mean, they everybody done said what I was thinking, man. Like he been secretly down low. Like I think that's how it's fun. I don't know.
Same here.
Oh, okay, yes. I don't know who's at it. That sound. I don't know, but it's all for show, man. You don't want to get on social media. You don't want to make a post of pulling out all that powder and stuff. Like it, you know what? I think that she always known that he was on that, but it was cool with her until it wasn't cool with her. The moment that she was upset, something made her upset. She want to put him on blast for it. He probably been doing that for a while, because like, how she know where his stash was at? How she know how to open up that little capsule so easily? Like,
but did you hear the video, Kyle? She said that he was recording her stepson lying about something that he was trying to coax the son to say that she had did to him. That's why I think she was allegedly going to the car to expose him, because she recorded him coaching his son to say that she did something to him that she didn't do, and she was recording it. That's why she supposedly went out to.
What you know about that?
That's my Dwight Howard impersonation.
Oh man. It's not,
Dwight
yeah,
Howard impersonation.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it was cool. What he was doing was cool until something wasn't cool that was happening to her that she wasn't cool with. So she found some way to attack his character. That's the whole reason of getting on social media and do it. That's something that, like, if it was in the household, that should have been private.
Right. And she know you can't come back from that. That's what people got to understand about the internet too, though. And one thing my daddy always taught me is watch what I say, because I can't take words back. You know what I mean? And I can't take actions back. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take actions back. You know what I'm saying? So she probably should have thought about it, calmed down, maybe poured it out or something. But now that it's on the internet, it's on the web. Unless she got some millions to scrub it, it's gonna be there for eternity. As long as we got the internet.
And you know what? She gonna do a couple bumps of that powder and walk in and work it
Yeah, I
out.
did a couple of them. Her pupils was this big, trying to
That's
cry.
probably what she need, though. That's probably what she need.
You ain't got. Let me ask you this, Q. Never mind.
Want too much tequilas?
Forgot.
Yep. Too much.
But that's a situation like. Yeah, once she got to realize once she went live with that, there's no turning back. What's she gonna do next? Is she gonna pack her shit up and leave? Is she gonna be done?
They in the bed together right now, watching us.
Yeah, she gonna walk back into the house and be cool with it.
No, that's I remember my question now.
What?
You said you don't think Dwight Howard can come back from this?
No. I didn't say Dwight Howard. I said her. I said the young lady.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying because, like, first of all, she went against Roy. She tried to drag her. It blew up in your face. You know what I'm saying? You're saying this man's doing this. Everything that you said that Royce was lying about. So I'm talking about the girl. I never said Dwight Howard. I mean, Dwight Howard do have a lot of fan base, but people tired of him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, all the little stuff. He just wore his welcome out. He just need to go sit down somewhere, get in some rehab. If he go get in rehab and all that, and, you know, whatever, I think he might can redeem a little bit, but
we'll just say that's Dwight's dope. We don't even know that's Dwight Howard's dope. She could be lying to us.
I mean,
that could be her dope.
Being devil's advocate right now, but okay.
I watch Dwight Howard. I watch podcasts all the time, but I never thought. I don't see him sniffing around. If he had that much dope, he got Vernon Maxwell kind of dope. He got a.
He's Dwight Howard.
He got.
Nah, I don't know about
from the 70s.
I don't know about that NWO, man. We talking about Vernon Maxwell now.
Hey, man, I don't think Vernon had a bag that big. But anyway, man, hey, man, I was just surprised that she did that for one. I was also shocked that Dwight's on dope, but it also makes sense too with all the other allegations. With shout out to Kitty, and you know about the whose smoke detector is that? I got batteries. I got a whole drawer. AA, C, D, whatever you need. Whoever that is, just text me. You got my number. But no, I was just shocked that Dwight Howard, one of the greatest players of all time, centers of all time, was doing. I mean, he's retired. He can do what the hell he wants to. If he's on dope, I don't care. He's retired. He ain't playing for no team. He probably got it. Remember, he played out in Taiwan. He probably got to connect out there in Taiwan to keep it 1,000.
Man, that's a direct connect with Escobar himself right there. That's a lot.
Yeah, she had that rock joint. We ain't seen dope like that since the 80s. They don't come like that no more. Allegedly. Let me ask Ski. Does dope still come like that? Ski? Allegedly.
I'm an attorney. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. 4.5 for the baby. I was just shocked, really, that like you said, Dwight Howard, man. Speaking of Dwight Howard, AK was talking. I don't know if you ever watched basketball real quick. There's a player that scored 83 points the other night named Bam Adebayo, plays for the Miami Heat. He beat Kobe's 81, had 83 points last night. And we was looking up. We was like, yo, this nigga shot 43 free throws, right? And we was looking up trying to find out who was the nigga that's got close to shooting that many free throws. And it was Dwight Howard, twice.
Wow.
With 39 free throws. So shout out to Dwight Howard, man. Get well. And does anybody else got anything to say about Dwight? KJ? B? You quiet over there, B? Your eyebrows look great. Anybody got anything to say about Dwight?
I like those stats you threw in there. Educational moment.
Thank you, yeah. But this is what makes it even crazier. There used to be a thing called Hacker Howard, or there used to be a Hacker Shack where they would foul them on purpose, right?
Yep.
Dwight Howard was getting fouled on purpose, and his high was 39 free throws. This nigga Bam Adebayo shot 43 free throws the other night, and they weren't fouling him on purpose. There's no such thing as hack a Bam. He's a great free throw shooter. So I don't know what the fuck.
He was hitting he was hitting everything. Everything he threw up was going in. He had 30 points in the first quarter.
Hey, mama, hitting shots is one thing, but shooting 43 free throws is the conversation we're having. 43 free throws.
But remember, I came up with Reggie Miller. He didn't miss free throws.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again because I don't think people were listening. I'm going to say it slower because I talk fast. This man shot 43 free throws in a real basketball game, and he's a great free throw shooter, okay? I'm going to pause right there. The next person next to him was shooting 39 free throws, and he did it twice. It was Dwight Howard. There was a reason why he shot 39 free throws, though. Mm-hmm. It's because there was something called Hacker Howard, meaning he can't make free throws, so we're fouling him on purpose. That means this nigga was getting fouled on purpose and still didn't shoot 43 free throws. But the nigga that didn't get fouled on purpose, simply because he's a good free throw shooter, shot 43 free throws.
No.
Make sense of that to me somehow.
No, he did get fouled on purpose plenty of times.
Why would they foul a great free? Who fouls a great free throw shooter on purpose?
You think they were fouling them on purpose, or just
the
trying
Wizards.
to stop him?
That's what
the Wizards.
The guy in the black screen said. The guy in the dark. That's what he said. Whoever that is.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: Dwight Howard is a good guy. So whatever he's going with, he is. He's a really good person. So whatever he's going through, I hope he gets help. He's been going through stuff for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, by stuff he means trannies and white women. Let's end it with this. And then we're gonna get on out of here tonight, man. We're gonna end it with some comedy.
Come from good family.
Great family.
So
Great family. Those are the ones. Those are the freaks. Let's get it. This is what we're gonna end it with right here. A little bit of comedy. I found this little African nigga. He funny as hell. Check him out.
Yo, I've been learning how African Americans speak, you know. Hell yeah. Man, shit. You know why? Because ICE has been deporting us, so I'm trying to blend in, bro. My plan is if they approach me, hey, are you an immigrant? Hell nah, man. Man, shit. You got me fucked up, nigga. He's one of us, don't worry. No, I know I have an accent, but here's the thing. To me, you Americans have accents too. Whenever you speak, I'm just laughing. Give an example. Ma'am, how do you pronounce water? So, that's how you pronounce it? Water. Water. I say water. You guys say water. The way you say water, it sounds like you had access to it all the time, you know? Yeah, it was just around, you know, like air, water. The way I say water sounds far away. Water!
Come on, man. Tell me that nigga ain't funny as hell, y'all.
That was funny.
Come on, man.
I need to see more of him.
But go ahead, EK, man. Take us out, man. Anybody got any shout outs? EK, do your thing.
Anybody want to shout out? Anybody gonna want to shout out?
He must not can't hear me.
Shout out to Indianapolis. Shout out to Indianapolis. Shout out to Let You Know Podcast. Shout out to all the lovely people on the panel tonight. Shout out to just us black people, period, persevering a lot, continuing to make lemonade out of lemons. We're never crumbling and always bouncing back and holding our head up, even when shit get raw and real.
That's real, man. Anybody want to give any shout outs before we go out? Since I don't think EK can hear us. I want to take us out. Somebody tell him that and see if I don't know who he can hear, but I guess I'll do it. Cal, you got any shout outs you want to give, brother?
Hey man, shout out to everybody on Let You Know podcast. Thank y'all for the panel. Y'all give great insights. It's always a treat to be on here to listen to everybody speak, give their point of views. I just soak it all in, learn from it. As you can see, I'm Cal 10, international scam lord, light skinned guy from Kansas City. Shout out to Kansas City. Shout out to Indianapolis, man. Y'all got some amazing people out there, man. I just thank y'all for letting me on.
Yeah, we thank you, man. B, I know you got some shout outs to give.
Not really. I'm working tonight.
I said, B, I know you got some shout outs to give.
Can you hear me?
All right. Going once, going.
Says she working tonight.
Okay. We're gonna get on out of here. Let's go. Who we got? Keith.
It was trying to talk.
What you got for us, Q?
Shout out to everybody on set. It's always good to hear the perspective of other people. That's what makes the world go round. Shout out to Mom, if I can call you that, who spoke about love and how we're here to love. And it's not hard to do. Love can actually break up hate. And so we really need to take advice from those who are wise and have been here for a little bit longer than we have. So shout out to everybody. I love y'all, and thank you for having me on set.
Appreciate the Skeezy. So what's up?
I kind of said mine, but again, shout out to Mom too. Thank you for that wisdom, that balance. And it really, for me, I am definitely a lover of this world, and sometimes I wear my heart on my sleeve. But you confirm to me that I am on the right path because I'm sticking to the love and gonna keep doing it for my people, and it's just real good. So I thank you for that and coming on today, enjoying your spirit and your energy.
Ms. Kiz AJ, what you got to say? Shout out.
She can't hear us.
You can't hear.
No.
Can't hear us.
Oh, I just heard that, but I didn't hear.
He just said ask for a shout out. Anybody you want to shout out?
Can you hear me? He said shout out. You got any shouts out, KJ?
To all my little grandbabies, I shout them out.
I'm hoping she gave Dwight Howard a shout out because I couldn't hear anything. But EK, I don't know if EK can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me,
brother?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't think he can hear me either, man. But
he said he can hear you.
Okay,
I can
go
hear
ahead.
you.
I'm gonna take us out, bro.
I can't hear him. I heard who am I talking to now? Cal?
No, it was EK take us out.
Well, yeah, man. I just appreciate everybody coming on the show and
love and soul.
Yes, right. Love and support. Appreciate everybody for the love and support, man. And come on back. We out of here.
Let you know. Let you